Hello, this is Andre. Welcome back to another episode of Spiritual IV. This week I was thinking a lot about the what it takes to grow. In our lives, what it takes to move forward into what God has for us. And I started thinking about the children of Israel and their transition. The first opportunity they had after 2 years of wandering in the wilderness, pretty much going in circles, they had an opportunity to enter into the promised land. But first, God sent in the spies to come and check it out and to bring back out proof of what he said was true. And they did that. We know the story. I've talked about it before here on Spiritual IV. They knew factual that what God said was factual and actual. Yet they were gripped by fear and doubt. And it made me think of another story that I heard about an old man that would sit on his porch with his dog right there by the roadside. And the young man started going that way to go catch the bus to go to work. And as he would walk by, he would hear the dog whining, just making this whining noise. And finally, one day, he was tired of it, hearing it. He's like, "Sir, why is your dog always whining? Sits right here on the porch with you and just whines." He said, "Oh, because he's sitting on a nail." And the guy said, "Well, then sitting on a nail, why didn't he just get up?" And the old man, in his wisdom, said, "Well, I reckon when it hurts bad enough, he'll get on up." And there are some things in our lives. I talked about it on my Facebook page earlier today. That when the pain of everything remaining the same is stronger than the pain of that it takes to grow and to change, until that point, till that pain becomes stronger than the pain of change and growth, we will remain in self-imposed prisons and therefore not walk into the promised land existence that God has for us. So I want to encourage some of us today. God has a promised land existence here and now for us. It's just that many times the pain of remaining the same doesn't hurt as bad yet. It doesn't hurt so bad that the pain of change, because change can include some painful transitions, some things that need to be done. Growth can be painful, but yet and still, when we realize that God is with us, we're willing to go through those transitions. The children of Israel, as you know that story, they went back into the wilderness for 38 more years, just circling around and around. And God was with them, as I often say. God was with them in the wilderness, but he wanted to be with them in the promised land. I'm encouraging somebody today, get up off of that nail in your life, whatever that nail may be. It might be doubt, fear, whatever. Get up off of that, distractions, get up off of that nail and allow the pain of change and growth. Go through that process. Go ahead through the process. And I guarantee you on the other side, you'll be blessed. I know for sure I've been through it. I can speak. I've been there, done that. And I can speak to the fact that when we go through that pain of change and growth, that the other side that God has for us is much sweeter than what we were experiencing when we were still sitting and wallowing in our pain of where we currently are. God bless you, and I'll see you next week on another episode of Spiritual IV. Let's go for growth and change.
In the middle of the week, with the word once more. If you feel a little weak, this is Spiritual IV. In the middle of the week, with the word once more. If you feel a little weak, this is Spiritual IV.